Neeraj Chopra ends India's wait for a gold medal, wins the javelin throw finals. What a spectacular day it has been for Indian sports. Let me straight away begin this edition with speaking to Neeraj Chopra's uncle who's joining us right now. सुरेंद्र चोपड़ा जी, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद रिपब्लिक टीवी से बात करने के लिए। आज पूरा देश नीरज चोपड़ा के इस पूरे जीत से बहुत खुश है और साथ ही साथ ये कहना चाहेंगे किस तरह से आप लोग, सिर्फ नीरज नहीं, नीरज के पूरे परिवार सब मिलकर जितने आप लोगों ने कोशिश की ताकि भारत आज अपना सर ऊंचा रख सके, और इस गोल्ड के लेके पूरे देश से आपको धन्यवाद करना चाहूंगा। आपने नीरज से बात की सुरेंद्र जी, कुछ बातचीत हो पाई उनसे?
जी, सबसे पहले शुक्रिया आपका कि आपने भी शुभकामनाएं दी हैं और बच्चे के लिए आपने दुआएं भी की हैं। और दूसरा सवाल आपने किया कि नीरज से हमारी बात हुई है, इवेंट से पहले बात हुई है, अभी तक तो नहीं हो पाई है। तो ऐसे ही कुछ उसने इवेंट से पहले हमें बताया था, जैसा देश को देखने को मिल रहा है।
मैं चाहूंगा सुरेंद्र जी, आज पूरे हमारे जितने भी दर्शक हैं वो देख रहे हैं और हर किसी से जिससे भी हमारी बातचीत हो रही है बड़े खुश हैं, क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं एक तरह से जिस तरह से हम लोग सब आज गर्वित है कि नीरज ने जो किया है। ये बताइए कि जब नीरज से बात हो रही थी उसका क्या कहना था? क्या थोड़ा बहुत नर्वसनेस था कि आखिरकार एक वर्ल्ड चैंपियन के साथ वो खेल रहे थे? क्या बातचीत हुई, आपने क्या कहा उनको और नीरज ने क्या कहा आपसे?
देखिए, नीरज से हमारी भी लास्ट बात हुई जब इवेंट से पहले। बिल्कुल भी नर्वस नहीं था, क्योंकि जिससे नर्वस होना है वो फ्रेंडली रिलेशन में भी हैं। भले ही वो ग्राउंड पे कंपटीटर थे, लेकिन उसको इतना पता था कि भले ही वो गोल्ड ना कर पाए, लेकिन वो बहुत अच्छा करके आएगा देश के लिए, और वो उससे भी ज़्यादा बेहतर कर पाया, ये आप लोग आज देख पाए हैं।
सुरेंद्र जी, कहीं ना कहीं आप मानते हैं कि जो देश आज तक सिर्फ क्रिकेट की बातें करती थी, आज वो देश, पूरे देश मिलकर, आज देशवासी हर कोई जैवलिन थ्रो देख रहा था, कोई बजरंग पुनिया की ब्रॉन्ज वाली मैच देख रहा था। क्या आपको लगता, मन से आप लगता है कि बदलाव आया, जो बदलाव की हम लोग वेट कर रहे थे वो आखिरकार आज आया? टोक्यो ओलंपिक्स के बाद भारत एक ऐसा देश बन चुका है जो सिर्फ क्रिकेट नहीं, बाकी सब खेल में भी दिलचस्प रखती है।
जी, मैं आपकी बात से बिल्कुल सहमत हूं। जो आज देश में नज़ारा देखने को मिला है, जो इतने फ़ोन कॉल हमें आए हैं, और ऐसा क्रिकेट जगत का ऐसा एक तरह से साया बना हुआ था पूरे देश में, जिस साए से आज देश थोड़ा बाहर निकला है। पब्लिक ने क्रिकेट के अलावा भी बाहर देखा है कि अदर खेलों में भी ना प्रतिभाएं छिपी हुई हैं, और पूरे देश ने जितना आज समर्थन दिया है नीरज के लिए, जितनी दुआएं की हैं, उस दुआओं के होते हुए नीरज ने पूरी दुनिया में अपने इस भारतवर्ष का नाम रोशन कर दिया है। तो मैं यही कहूँगा कि लोगों का प्यार क्रिकेट के अलावा भी यदि इन खेलों में बना रहे, तो एथलेटिक्स या और खेलों में भी बहुत सारे प्रतिभावान खिलाड़ी हैं जो लोगों के समर्थन के चलते कहीं ना कहीं अपने आप को कमज़ोर महसूस करते रहे हैं। आज साथ मिला तो नीरज ने फतेह करके दिखाया है और देश का नाम ऊंचा किया है। ऐसा बना रहे, मैं यही उम्मीद करूंगा।
एक आखिरी सवाल करना चाहूँगा सुरेंद्र जी कि पूरा देश आज सेलिब्रेट तो कर ही रहा है, परिवार वाले कैसे सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं, और आप आज जितने भी दर्शकों हैं उनको क्या कहना चाहेंगे आप?
देखिए, अभी तक की मेरी ज़िंदगी में मैंने दशहरा यदि साल में 2 बार देखा है, तो वो आज दूसरी बार साल में देख रहा हूँ, क्योंकि हमारे गांव के अंदर इतना जश्न मनाया जा रहा है। सुबह से प्रोग्राम इस तरह से चल रहा है जैसे आज पता नहीं बहुत कुछ ऐसा होने वाला है, और गांव के अलावा भी दूर से भी आवाज़ें आ रही हैं, शहरों में बम पटाखे फोड़े जा रहे हैं। तो ऐसा जश्न का माहौल हमने पहली बार देखा है। तो मैं यही मैसेज देना चाहूँगा कि ये चीज़ें देशवासी बनाए रखें, और पूरे देश की दुआओं का ये रिजल्ट है। मैं इससे बहुत खुश हूँ, मेरा परिवार बहुत खुश है। बाकी नीरज के आने के बाद खुशी आप लोग और ज़्यादा देख पाएंगे जिस दिन वो अपने देश वापस लौटेगा।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सुरेंद्र जी रिपब्लिक टीवी से बात करने के। लेट्स नाउ ओपन दिस अप। Joining me on this special broadcast is Shazia Ilmi, Suhail Seth, Dr. A.B. Subaya, Gulu Ezekiel, Karan Ambardar, all joining us. Let me first take this question to Suhail Seth. Suhail Seth, what a spectacular moment for the entire country, for a country that has largely been obsessed with one sport. Finally, while there was a cricket match that was still on, many Indians today tuned in to basically watch matches of Bajrang Punia and also those throws of Neeraj Chopra.
You know, you're so right, and I have a different kind of view. What we've seen over the last 7 days is love for sport, but we've also seen an unbridled love for India. And the fact is that love for India has been driven, has been funneled, has been fueled by this love for sport. See, are two sides of the same coin. Yes, you are inspirational. And what we are seeing today is inspired by young people, by people like Neeraj. Not just an Olympics gold medal. He is the torchbearer, the beacon of hope for many young Indians who don't want to who want to do more with sport than just cricket. And I think it's also a bit to people in the corporate world, people who are sponsors and patrons, to look beyond cricket, promote other sport. Unless you actually believe in other sport, we will never be a sporting nation. It's made India feel. And not just Neeraj, all the other people, they've made India finally a sporting nation. And I think that is a tribute. It's very easy to lose a match, but the Olympics is a testimony to global supremacy. You know, there are participate. Cricket is played by a few. So I'm not trying our brilliance at cricket. कि इससे प्रोत्साहन मिलेगा। आपने भारत को दिखा दिया कि हमारी काबिलियत क्रिकेट से ज्यादा है और क्रिकेट में अगर काबिलियत है उसे रहने दीजिए। जो स्पोर्ट्स है उनको प्रोत्साहन मिलना चाहिए, मिलना चाहिए, प्रेरणा मिलनी चाहिए। और इस हिसाब से मैं सोचता हूँ कि आज जो किया है वो सिर्फ भारत के लिए नहीं, हर भारतीय के लिए, हर नागरिक के लिए, हर बच्चे के लिए, इंसान के लिए ये किया है कि भाई देखो और गर्व से कहो हम जैन। To me, it's a moment of great celebration and a great of this country. A tremendous moment for India.
Well, there's absolutely no doubt, and well put, Suhail Seth. Let me bring in Gulu Ezekiel also. Gulu Ezekiel, is it now time to end our colonial hangover with cricket when India's history is now replete with how in August 1948, right after we gained independence, it was our hockey team. It was our hockey team with its speed, tactical brilliance, won against Britain and clinched the Olympic title. And today, this Summer Olympics, we have seen what a fantastic game that we have seen. The hockey players, and now, of course, the field and track achievement that we have got. Is it now time to end that hangover, the hangover that we have?
I'd like to make a small point over here as far as cricket being a colonial hangover. Please remember that hockey and football are also, if you wish to put it that way, colonial hangovers, because all of these have got British roots. So I don't want to go into the hangover part of it. I think rather than looking back to 1948, let's look ahead to 2024. It's all very well for everybody in the country to be dancing with joy today. But I'd like to know whether we can maintain this momentum, because when you look at cricket, cricket is played 12 months in the year, whereas the Olympics comes every 4 years. And of course, the track and field and hockey and everything is played through the year, but it's only during the Olympics that, as Sohail rightly said, the country comes together as one and celebrates victories. I'd really like to see, all these other sports also receive equal attention, not only from the media, which is, low-hanging fruit and a convenient whipping horse, but also from the public. I mean, all the frenzy and all the celebrations. Why do we have to wait for every 4 years? Can we maintain this? I'd like to know whether, just like India winning the World Cup cricket in 1983 gave such a boost to the game all over India and all over the world, can Neeraj also give that similar boost to track and field? Can the hockey team give a similar boost to hockey? Because when India won the World Cup hockey in 1975, unfortunately, there was no live telecast. That's where cricket gained in 1983. There was live telecast of the Prudential World Cup final. And TV makes all the difference, as you know. It's your medium. So I would like this momentum and this enthusiasm and this frenzy and this patriotism not to flag tomorrow or next week or next year. It must be maintained by the officials, the sports persons, the fans, the media. We are the 4 pillars of sports in the country, So all these pillars must come together and maintain this momentum and see to it that Neeraj Chopra's is the first gold in track and field. And India has been sending official contingents since 1920, official, mind you. So the fact that India has won a gold medal in track and field after 100 years is a cause for celebration. It's also a cause for introspection. I mean, why had we not done it all these years? Fine. Today is the day to celebrate. But let's also introspect.
You make a very interesting point.
Yes.
You make a very interesting point, Mr. Ezekiel, that, what about the momentum? And let me also bring in our other guests who have been patiently awaiting. Karan Ambardar, the fact of the matter here is that you've had our athletes going through various challenges, and I'll put out those challenges also. Let our people of this country know that today we are celebrating, but let's not forget the challenges that they have gone through. Take, for instance, what Lovlina Borgohain had to go through. She was basically using an LPG cylinder to basically train. One of the main challenges that she has also faced, working in paddy fields to keep up her training going during the lockdown. Now, that's the kind of challenges that our athletes do face on the ground. Today we are celebrating, but as Gulu Ezekiel has been also pointing out, can we keep up? Can we maintain this momentum?
Yes, it's a very important thing. We've this complete
Dr. A.B. Subbiah.
We of course.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Karan Ambardar, then I'll go to Dr. A.B. Subbiah also.
Sure. It's been a day of complete frenzy. It's been an Olympics of many first runs. So we've, as a nation, rejoiced. We are very happy. But we need to move on. We need to move on from here. What do we do? I don't want to be sitting for another 40 years and then talking to somebody, oh yes, it happened once upon a time. So it's very important. Yes, everybody is saying, what do we do from here? This is where the government, government of the country, the sports ministry and the federations will actually have to work in overdrive. This is where the corporates will have to come in. This is where the sports management firms will have to pick up these guys, make them heroes so that the interest is always there. Let's not forget, most of the younger generation have not seen India excel at these sports at the international level. So for them, these are new set of heroes that you are putting in front of them. And that's why they will be encouraged to pick up new sports. Having said that, yes, they have to be converted into heroes. We have to talk more about them. The media has to play a big role. And if that happens, we will be able to sustain this momentum.
Karan, in fact, I would also like to introduce Dr. A.B. Subbiah. In fact, we are privileged to have Dr. A.B. Subbiah on this broadcast, an Olympian himself. Dr. A.B. Subbiah and Ashwini Nachappa, who's joining us on this broadcast. First, let me come to you, Dr. A.B. Subbiah. In terms of the challenges, that is exactly what we have been talking about. It's indeed a great day for Indian sports. But at the same time, while we celebrate one day, the very next day we forget. So I would now want to ask you this question. What is it that you would like to see? What is it that you would like to see over the next few years to ensure that it's not a one-night celebration anymore?
Yeah, thanks a lot for inviting me here. And today is a very historic day for India at the Olympics. Actually, we see that we are winning our first individual medal other than the hockey in 1996 when Leander Paes won the tennis bronze medal. After that, every year we started winning the individual sport other than the hockey, winning the medals in the Olympics. And today we are at the high of won 7 medals in this Tokyo Olympics. That is really a great achievement. The way that we are not having such a sports policy or such a great nation, sporting nation among the world. So we can say, but still we are achieved such a thing. And I feel that it is getting better and better. I think everybody has Karan said, it is the federation, sports ministry, it is the athletes, it's the federation, everybody's, and the media, it is everybody's responsibility to help the sport to grow in our country. I'm definitely from today onwards, I think definitely everybody will work towards it and we'll achieve much more heights in our next Olympics or a next World Cup or a Commonwealth Games, whatever we are participating in, because we found our foot now in the world level in a bigger way. I think this will continue.
Ashwini Nachapal, let me also bring you in here right now. There is a huge disparity. The disparity is while we have bio bubbles during IPL, sportsperson in Hisar found it extremely difficult to continue with their training during the lockdown. So do you think perhaps this Tokyo Olympics is an eye-opener?
First of all, let me take this opportunity to congratulate Neeraj, his parents, his entire support system that has been with him over the years to be able to achieve a gold medal in athletics. And it's also a very emotional day for the athletics fraternity. We've been waiting for this for over 100 years. And I wish Milkha Singh was alive to just see this moment and the euphoria that it has created. It's also a great ending to a Tokyo Games by winning the gold medal. But I completely, on the other hand, agree with Gulu when he says, every 4 years we talk about this and then, in another 2 days, it's all forgotten. But I personally believe that in the last few years, especially for this Olympic Games, the hype that has been created, the kind of focus, athlete-centric focus that the government has, created, and the young children who have been connected to sport very closely this time, will be a positive move to ensure that we move forward in the right direction in ensuring more and more medals. But however, I think it has to be an effort not just by the ministry or just by the federation it is a collective effort, because no champion comes out of the blue. It takes years and years and years of training and hard work and a support system right from home till the ministry that requires that kind of time and effort to bring out a gold medal. So this is just not one-off. It should carry on. And I think the planning for the next 10 years or to the next 2 editions of the Olympics is very crucial, because this is a moment which has ignited the spirit of young children in communities that we've never heard of, stories that have brought out of our players, whether it's the hockey team, whether it's, across disciplines. And I think this has inspired a younger generation. We cannot stop now. All the pillars have to work in tandem to make sure that the next 2 editions, we are on top of the world.
Let me also bring in Shazia Ilmi. Shazia, as you've heard Ashwini Nachapal also speaking about, it shouldn't be a case where we speak about it and it's forgotten. I would like to ask you about the role of the government here, because take, for instance, what's happening in Canada. Canada reportedly spent about $1.76 million to win a medal in swimming. That's the amount of money that goes into it. Talk about China for that matter. China has used aerospace technology to train their own swimmers. Is the government now committed? Is the government committed to ensure that there are enough resources available for our athletes?
Well, before speaking about the government, I would like to say that really we have reached an inflection point. This is indeed a great day, and I wouldn't like to look at it cynically at all. I really think this is that a day of reckoning for India. And once you hit the glass ceiling and break it and smash it, like Neeraj just did, an individual's effort and the might of that dream being realized changes and works and looks and transforms the collective consciousness of a nation. So this is beyond governments. This is beyond the Sarkari officials and babus. This is something else. So I want to talk about that. So instead of analyzing it and looking at all the misgivings and talking about momentum, the wheels are set in motion. You know, this is so huge, and I'm so emotional and proud of Neeraj and all the others. You know, look at our hockey players. For years the AstroTurf worked against us, and that's why after 80 we did not win any medals. Though I think AstroTurf was introduced in 76 as far as I remember. But we are cracking that too. So I think instead of always making it about budget, and we also know that what were the budgets used for. So it's not the budget allocation, but the budget being used and judiciously for the welfare of the individual playing the game and not for the rest of it. Thank God we don't have Kalmadis in a sports scenario anymore. So I'm so happy and I really wish, and I want to ask Guluji that let's go ahead and instead of worrying about tomorrow, let's give it to this generation, give it up for them because they have shown us the way. And it is in breaking of that, it is in going ahead and crossing of the Rubicon that lies an answer. So we would not, no babudom, no red tape, no corruption or allocation will come in the way if the mindset changes. And I would not like to pit cricket against any of the games. But the fact of the matter is, yes, there is undue attention and importance given to it. And a lot of money rides on it. So yes, I think Neeraj's victory and the victory of 7th medal today, 7th of August, I think this is a special day. And I think our man has just spearheaded a new spell, a golden spell for sports in India. Literally spearheaded it, being the javelin thrower as great as he is. So I think we should not be cynical. I think we should celebrate it. I think we should believe in the best and go ahead. That's it. And be unstoppable, as these young boys and girls are telling us. And the actual fights and battles are there in the mind and the mindset. It is there that the battle, that the actual game lies.
Right.
So I think once you crack that and once you believe in yourself, you can pretty much do everything. And this is what Neeraj has proved to all of us. No excuses, none of that. Kenyan, athletes did really well.
I'm sure the entire nation today, is celebrating today. No one wants to be cynical, but at the same time, as almost all panelists who've been here, everyone has only one hope, that this is not going to be a one-night celebration. We talk about it, we train, and we ensure that in the days to come, this nation becomes a multi-sport nation rather than just a nation obsessed with one particular sport. I would like to thank Shazia, Suhail, Ashwini Nachappa, Dr. A.B. Subbiah, Gulu Ezekiel, and Karan Ambardat for joining us on this broadcast.